All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All right. So in today's live stream, we're going to talk about what we can expect from the markets this week, and we'll play some games of Blitz. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So just looking at crypto this weekend, it looks like, let me see where Bitcoin is at. Actually, let me check my mic before I continue. Let me check my mic. Give me just a second. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, just looking at crypto this weekend, it looks like, let me see where Bitcoin is at. Actually, let me check my mic. All right, cool. My mic looks like it's working. Just a second. All right. So Bitcoin is at 95,407. So it looks like Bitcoin has broken that 100K mark. We've been trying to hold it for a pretty long time, and it just looks like it broke, right? And again, a lot of it was because of the government shutdown. Oh crap! Lower my seat. Yeah, a lot of it was because of the government shutdown. But the government shutdown ended last week. We got votes from the Senate, we got votes from the House. So that closed up, and for some reason, the market sold off pretty heavily. So I'm not sure if it was just market makers or whales or big institutional players just trying to confuse the market, but that was pretty bullish for the market. We It was the longest government shutdown to date. I think it was like 43 days. So the fact that we opened up was very positive. I think it's just going to take maybe this week we see a huge bounce back. Usually we saw with Nvidia, like when Nvidia comes out with earnings, like really good earnings, we see like the price of the stock just tank. And I think that's similar to what the market did. The market does not want to give you what you think is going to happen. Everybody thinks, okay, government shutdown is going to end, price of assets are going to go up. So naturally, market makers, big institutional players, they're going to play against what retail is thinking about, and they're going to make the market. Hey, what's up, SV mapping? What's up? But yeah, they're going to go against what people believe the market is going to do. So they're using their big positions, their institutional positions to make the market tank when it should be going up. The government opening up is a very positive catalyst. So it's probably going to take some time, a couple of weeks, until we see the effect of the government shutdown. There is some like liquidity crisis going on where the banks are needing, funding from the Fed. So maybe that is also playing a role in why the market is tanking. But yeah, I mean, for Bitcoin to be sitting at 95 at this stage of the cycle is very interesting. But you got to remember, this cycle was a little bit different. Usually we break the all-time high for BTC after the halving. This cycle, since we got the spot ETFs, we got the spot Bitcoin ETFs, we got the spot Ethereum. Well, the spot Ethereum ETFs came a little bit after the spot BTC ETFs. So that happened before the halving, and we ended up breaking the all-time high for BTC before the halving. So, in my suggestion, the cycle started a little bit earlier. So, in my opinion, it'll end a little bit later. Just makes sense, right? So, and everybody was predicting or expecting like October, up October, where we just moonshot November, November, and things like that. So, I think the market is just not playing to what people expect it to do. Normally, like historically, like these months are very positive for crypto and the market overall. So yeah, I think that we're still going to get that parabolic move, and crypto is just going to be a little bit later than what people are expecting. And I was just thinking about this too. Like, you got to think about it. This stage of the cycle, I mean, this crypto bull cycle really started before the happening, like I mentioned earlier. So a lot of people, like a lot of retail investors, they're already been in and out of plays, and they've been jumping from narrative to narrative, and a lot of them lost money hopping from play to play. So at this stage of the cycle, when things are really dirt cheap, when the hottest narratives, in my opinion, like AI and things like that, there's not enough there's not capital for retail investors to go in to take advantage, because they've been trading this whole time and trying to find the best meme stock, trying to find the next 20, 30x, 40x, 100x play, that by the time this cycle gets to go parabolic, they don't really have a strong position and these coins that are going to go 20 to 30x. And that's usually what the market does. It makes you tired. So that way, when it's time to actually collect on these gains, you don't really have a position. So that's why I always tell people, stick to like one or two coins throughout the whole cycle and really have conviction in those plays. Do your research, know what you're getting into, because again, at this stage of the cycle, you really want to have 1 to 2 bags, huge bags, and solid projects that are actually bringing utility, that are going to do good when this thing goes parabolic. So that's my update of the crypto market. So here's what to watch out for this week. So since you're active, all right. So it says economic data resumption. Resumption. So obviously, with the shutdown ending, look for resumption of jobs, inflation, and manufacturing data. This is true. We can expect a lot of this data to be coming back to the scene because the government is now opened up. So that's going to be telling for this interest rate that everybody's expecting in December. I think it has fallen down to 50 or 60%. Around that 50. Let's see. Let's check it really quick. Fed Watch Tool. $44.4%. That is expected for us to get that rate cut in December. So 44.4%. So it's lower than 50%. And we got to remember, back in September and October when we got our rate cuts, it was 93, 94. So it's still a decent percentage, but it's not something that the market could expect. Which, I keep saying that it's going to be more impactful if we end up getting the rate cut and it stays at this percentage while we move into December. Because what people don't expect, and it usually has a more of an impact in the market. So if you're not expecting a rate cut and you get it, it'll be really bullish for the market. And if you don't know what's going to happen with a rate cut and then you don't get it, it'll be really negative for the market. So yeah, it's more to come on that. So let's see. Tech and AI sector risk, because you create here. So again, there's a lot of talk about the AI bubble and whether AI is overpriced and things like that. I don't think AI is overpriced. I think it's just the beginning, right? I think this is like the beginning of like when the internet first came out. There's so many more things that AI could provide. I mean, you see all this stuff with robots, and obviously these robots are far from the capabilities that they're saying they're going to do. But just imagine when you can have a robot clean your home or wash the dishes without you asking. So, and they already have prototypes. So we're not there yet, but we're really getting closer at least. So, and then what is close is this full self-driving, where maybe Uber is most likely. I don't think Uber will go away, but it probably won't have any drivers, right? Just think about if you can order an Uber and it just picks you up with no driver. and you just have a bunch of these cars on the road doing this. It's a bunch of revenue for that company. Obviously, drivers will lose their job, but it's um it's basically a lot of production, right, without human capital involved. So it's gonna cut a lot of jobs, but it's also gonna create a way more production. So I think the opportunities there. I don't think we've even scratched the surface, right? These AI models, these LLMs are getting stronger each and every day. The need for GPUs is getting stronger, and yeah, I think we're just at the cuffs of the AI boom. I don't think it's a bubble, right? And we've just seen, I think, what was it? I think Google just spiked up in price. Let's see. Because they just did like some type of AI acquisition. Uh, Google price. Let's see. 288. And the last month, it went up 12.5%. And this is due to AI, their investment in AI. They're really bullish on AI. A lot of these companies are bullish on AI. Apple, Tesla, Google, Meta, all these companies are, you know, investing in AI. And I don't think it's going to stop. So I don't think we're in a boom or a bust or a bubble, I should say. Okay, underlying liquidity and sentiment with the shutdown behind us, markets may attempt to look ahead, but if we get data misses, the relief rally could fade, and in a liquid period, moves can be sharper. And again, remember, the Fed said they were going to stop quantitative tightening starting December 1st and resume or start quantitative easing. Well, they didn't say they start quantitative easing, but the fact that they're buying these repos from banks because banks are in a liquidity crunch, we already kind of started quantitative easing. So it's there's a lot of bullish catalysts for the market. It just takes time for it to show in price, right? Okay, so I think that's pretty much it as far as crypto. We just need to see how this economic data is going to look like once we get it to come through after this government shutdown. I think we're going to see some stuff this week. And going into December, again, we have that rate cut. So that's something to watch out for. It looks like crypto prices are stabilizing. It doesn't seem like, I mean, obviously Bitcoin has fallen under 100K. And at this time of the cycle, people are like, well, what's going on? But I think it's just this drop is going to just set up for a stronger rally going into the end of the year and going into the beginning of 2026. So, yeah. And then let me look at Bitcoin dominance really quick because that's always something good. It was dropping this weekend. So, all right. Bitcoin dominance is at 59.4. So it dropped pretty strong. It was going up to 60%. It went over slightly. And again, a lot of people on crypto Twitter or X are saying, oh, well, Bitcoin dominance needs to go over 60% for us to have the altcoin season. In my opinion, that doesn't make any sense because in all cycles, Bitcoin dominance needs to crash in order for altcoins to do well. And it doesn't necessarily mean that Bitcoin will crash when Bitcoin dominates. It just means more liquidity is going into altcoins to opposed to Bitcoin, right? We saw Ethereum briefly crack its all-time high, but it really hasn't even broken its all-time high like BTC has. So a lot of people are saying, oh, BTC has to go much higher, which I think it'll go much higher, but I mean, you got to really look at the charts. Altcoins have been bleeding out for the last year and a half or 2 years and a half. And really not much liquidity has been going into altcoins like that. I mean, you see like obviously we see privacy coins right now like Zcash, Dash. They're getting a lot of attention, but I don't think those are the main plays of the cycle. I right, I think those are just legacy coins. They're kind of similar to Bitcoin with that privacy feature. So they're just getting their looks now, but I think we're going to see some other sectors do go really like shoot up pretty strong. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the chess. We'll play two to three games and call it a day. What are you talking? Who are you talking to? Does that not feel we're talking to a ghost? Okay, so we're gonna ban you, and I banned you. So now you don't need to talk to anybody. All right. Yeah, if you come in here asking silly questions, I'm just gonna ban you. We've had a couple people do that, and I just hit the ban button. People that have no life come in. Oh, is this a? Oh, this is analyze. I gotta do a new game. Yeah, people come in that like have nothing to do and comment like, "Oh, isn't it weird that you talk to yourself streaming?" But I'm like, no, because people come in and ask questions. So they may not be asking questions when you're here, but that's the problem with people. Like, they don't know like how to work, right? Like they think everything comes easy. They think you're supposed to wake up and have like 100,000 subscribers. For some people, it does come easy because they talk about nothing, right? And not to throw shade, but some people don't talk about anything. Right? Most people like entertainment. So maybe those channels do get a lot more views because a lot of people are not serious about anything. So no, it's not weird to talk. Right? Think about it. If you make a long form video, like I'm not talking about streaming. If you make a long form video, you are talking to yourself. Do you not understand that? Most of YouTube, like the YouTube content is long form. So what kind of question is that? But again, I know it's a troll, so that's why I just banned him, and that's it. No problem, bro. 5, no problem. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? 5, no problem. Will he see this? I'm not sure. We'll see. He didn't see it. That was a fail on his end. I just get rid of it. Uh-huh. All right, cool. So that's locked up. I don't have to do anything there. Oof. Fail. Who's that? I'm not sure who that is. But that was easy. Easy. But yeah, like when you're not streaming, when you make a long form video, you're talking to yourself, right? And that's the majority of the content on YouTube. But again, that person, since they don't think, they're just saying nonsense. But again, I know they're just trolling because they don't even have a page. They don't have a profile. Me Rapid. I'm not playing Rapid on. I'm not playing Rapid on. Whatchamacallit? On live. I only do Blitz. But if you want to play a Blitz game, I'll play you in a Blitz game. But it'll be my last one because I already played two. Or this would be my second. Me Blitz. Oh, send me an invite after this. Yeah, send me an invite. So wait till this game is done, and I'll wait for your invite, and then I'll play you. But you'll be my last game because I already played two. He's thinking, should he trade the queens? Should he trade the queens? I think you should. There you go. Start pushing it up. Okay, 1 minute. No, 3 minutes, man. 3 minutes. Blitz. I'm gonna give you like a minute to send me a blitz game. If it's not a blitz game, I will abort. So don't try to be slick. Okay. Ah, that was my fault right there. I can't believe I didn't see that nonsense. Yeah, he got this. He got this. Unfortunately. Can I finesse this? Oof. Yeah, he got me. Yeah, I know. You can't send it until I finish. It's going to be done right now. All right, send it right now. If it's a minute, you'll be finished. Hopefully it's Blitz, because if not, I will exit and be done for the day. Let's see if you can follow the directions here. All right, it's 9:36. I'll give you until 9:30. Oh, perfect. Look at that. You follow directions. And is it a blitz? Yes, it is. All right, cool. My last game of the day. Oh, you're 1,500. You're pretty good. I got to be on my P's and Q's right now. There we go. Oops. It's a blunder. Blunder from down under. All right. Let's do this. Let's do that. You're gonna hit me with this. Actually, let's see. You don't want to trade, huh, buddy? You move pretty quick, man. Oh, blunder. You got it. Good game, man. Good game. I blundered. Let's see if I can do something, though. No. This is my last game, man. Catch me next time. So I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Sunday. So if you want to play, just come on the live. So Monday, Wednesday, I get on live around 5 o'clock. So if you want to play, be on at that time. And then Sunday, I'm on in the morning, like around 9 a.m. So, all right. I'm still going to play this out. Yeah, you're trying to do that checkmate. I did see that, buddy. But that was a good one, though. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, man. I think you got this. It was just playing to the end. All right. And checkmate. Here we go. Good game, man. Good game. Good game. All right, never mind that. Yeah, man. I mean, you got to get here earlier. That was a good game. I blundered that queen, but I was up on time a little bit. I think I could have gave you a good run if I didn't blunder that. Good game, man. Good game. Yeah, if you want to play Sunday, so again, I go live around 9, 8:30, 9, right after I get out the gym. So if you want to play again, just let me know in the chat, and then you just send me an invite. So I usually play 2 to 3 games, but if you want to play, I'll play a third game. Not today. I'm saying like I usually play 2 games, but if need be, I'll do a third, and maybe I'll do a fourth. If I get more requests and people are more smooth with requesting and not taking time, because the thing is, you get a lot of people that come in here, say you want to play, they take long to send the requests and things like that. So, but yeah, no, good game. I appreciate it. All right, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.